Sorry, I think we had a bit of a trouble. I'm just reconnecting. I'm very, very sorry. I think I had internet shut down here. Let me just see if I can connect with Dr. Mukherjee again. Yeah, okay, I have invited. I'm so sorry. I think there's something went wrong with my Wi-Fi.
No worries.
My absolute apologies. Yes, Dr. Mukherjee, you were saying.
Yes. So what I was talking about is that we need to be done with the anti-fat syndrome in the fitness industry. It keeps people with larger bodies to have the relevant conversation. It keeps them from getting the right information and advice. It makes them, feel unworthy of getting the right thing. So that's why they get vulnerable and they start to look towards these clickbaits. And second thing is what happens is we are also promoting a lot of skinny fat people. So I have actually met a lot of these people who are actually they have been skinny, but they are not very strong per se. Most of them they go don't go ahead with strength training. And when I have had this conversation with them, they usually said that I am not fat, so I don't need to go to the gym. Now that is the problem here. Okay, we are not talking about people going forward with strength training and improving their cardiorespiratory endurance to lose weight. So we need to get done with just the losing weight part. We need to understand that this is to improve your overall health. Okay, I know a lot of people who claim that they are too skinny and they don't need to go to the gym and they cannot even go up the stairs and they are huffing and puffing. They do not have enough endurance, they do not have enough stamina to continue doing what they were doing. So this is a problem. And this is what we need to get rid of. So we need to start having a conversation about why fitness is important and why size zero is again an unhealthy phase. Okay. So moving away from the bell curve, we need to go closer to the bell curve. We should be focusing on building strength, endurance, stamina, your balance, your agility. That's why I start keep putting a lot of posts also how to build up your balance and agility. And if you would have seen on Instagram, most of it is, how to have like a big butt or how to be able to go ahead with, having chiseled abs. Nobody's really talking about agility and balance, which is like such an important part. Nobody's talking about how to not have injuries, guys, how to not get injured in the gym while trying to have a big butt. Nobody's concerned about it. So we need to change the entire conversation and move it towards fitness rather than aesthetics. And that is why we need to go into complete anti-fat movement in this fitness industry.
That's so well said. Okay, now my next question, okay, where it's about this person who had put this quote out. Okay, I remember some time back I had read this on the internet. This particular actress for a particular performance to flaunt her flat belly. Okay, she said that she started starving. Okay, she was literally starving, not eating food. Okay, she was going to the gym hungry. She was performing and she was actually fainting but was not giving up. She was sleeping hungry, waking up hungry. I can't remember. I think she was on Q1. I can't remember the food clearly, but she literally is trying to say that she was starving and working out, starving and working, and that is the message she gave out just to flaunt her flat belly. And I was like, what? I'm like, this is not something people should be proud. I'm quoting this. This is what she had said. What do you think about this practice? Because I practically cannot understand. If you ask me to go hungry even for a day, it's not possible. I'm a person who keeps a plantain in his gym kit. Why, if I get hungry between my workout, I am sure to eat a plantain or two. Whether it's right or no, I don't know, but that's how it is. I cannot do my best at all if on an empty stomach. So, Dr. Mukherjee, what do you say about this practice? What do you have to say? What message is this giving out to people?
What I would like to say is I have been there 16 years ago. I have stayed hungry throughout my day. I have stayed hungry for months. I was suffering with anorexia, and when I did not have access to information, to doctors, I was looking up to idols like this. I was listening to what they were saying. Go hungry, guys. Sleep hungry, wake up hungry, work out, punish your bodies. And I don't think I'm going to go back to that anymore. I mean, I was not eating. I was suffering with anorexia when I was 16 years old. Okay, so I was surviving on one apple. Some days I was surviving on just a katori of corns. Not even with butter, and I have stayed hungry. So what that led to was I had a tremendous weight loss, and the sad part was a lot of people were actually saying bravo, Ria, like you have lost a lot of weight. Nobody was actually seeing how sick I was. Okay, nobody was seeing that I lost my period. I lost all joy. I was scared of eating. Okay, I started to look a lot older. And imagine I am 15 years old. Okay, so I started to get wrinkled skin because I was not eating properly. I started to faint. My hemoglobin went down. Okay, and there were spells of fainting right in front of my mother and father. And this was actually caught on a regular routine checkup. A routine checkup where it is normal for a kid to lose weight. Now, I am going to stress on this again for another point I have to say. So, I was told that, wow, it is amazing your transformation. Nobody was seeing that I was sick and I needed help. When I went forward with a routine checkup in my school dispensary, they found out that I had lost tremendous amount of weight. And when they looked at me, they looked at all the signs and they knew that I was suffering with anorexia. So I got help with a doctor, okay, who explained to me that my worth is not attached with my weight. I remember feeling as happy, as this lady in the picture, in the
You,
woman who is talking about her belly.
correct.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, but this reminds me of a very iconic TV series called Full House. Bob Saget,
Yes.
RIP, we lost him recently, the iconic father of our times. I remember there was this episode where his eldest daughter, DJ Tana, had to wear a bathing suit. So this particular episode was pretty much based on it gave a lesson to all of us. She was doing a similar practice where she would feed her lunch to Comet, their golden retriever. She would be skipping meals. Her younger sister did catch her, but she told her not to tell anybody anything. And then she was trying to push herself in the gym, and she was not losing weight, and she actually fainted. All this is just to have a good physique. But at the end of the day, what they try to tell in that TV series, it's not worth it. It's not worth what she did. Your health matters more. So I actually
Completely.
remember this, we don't have those things being communicated to the generation today. So I think what you're saying is very, very important. I hope people listen to what you're saying. Please carry on, Dr. Mukherjee.
So I actually got help, and I'm glad that I got help at the time that I did, because before that I was thinking that I am completely in control of my body. I can control what I eat. I can control to feel hungry and not feel hungry. And guys, feeling hungry is such a basic thing. Your body is literally craving for food. Maybe you should give it some and not keep yourself hungry for aesthetic purposes. So I know that even if I was getting money, I would not punish my body through that again. And I think that people need to know this. Second thing that people need to know is there is this entire movement going on. And this is again taking it too far, okay? That people are saying, a lot of even dietitians are telling this, that they are giving out these cards where they are telling young women, probably women who are suffering, with body image issues and probably anorexia and bulimia, exactly like me. They are telling these young women that if you do not want, we will not weigh you. Guys, you have to understand that weighing somebody is part of their regular medical, follow up or regular medical treatment. Your medicines are given with the weighing scale, get to know your weight. It's given per grams of kg body weight. Secondly, any sudden increase or sudden drop, even if we are not expecting it as a doctor, can be checked in the weighing scale. And thirdly, that can help us detect conditions like sudden weight loss can be due to TB, due to cancer, due to other diseases, that it might be too late to catch it later. And we might be able to catch it early with just like a sudden weight loss or a sudden weight gain. So I would suggest that if you have so much of difficulty coming to terms with the number on the weighing scale, what you don't need is a doctor also validating them that don't know, don't worry about your weight. You need to worry about your weight if it is at a concerned rate, if it's going up a lot or coming down. My life was saved by a doctor who actually found my anorexia. Otherwise, it could have continued for years, right? And I would have been unhealthy for years. I would not have been able to learn how to start loving myself and how to have a healthy body and mind. So, guys, it's very important when you're going through your medical checkups to not opt for cards like these where you are told not to weigh yourself. And if you feel so much anxiety around weighing yourself and being size zero, you definitely need some help, probably from a family member or from a therapist who can help you around. It's very difficult to hack life without help. So don't be afraid to ask help.
That's very well said. That's I think something you've shared, which is very important for the younger generation, rather for everybody to understand. It's a very important messages you've given out today, Dr. Mukherjee. Now to my final question. Dr. Mukherjee, you see these movie stars, they're chiseled, they're ripped and all that. Okay, now let's look at our athletes. I'm going to take the example of Virat Kohli. According to me, Virat Kohli is not only the best in India, but he is at an international stage. I think you cannot have a better athlete than him. His endurance, his run, everything. I have seen this person play. I think I remember when he was in RCB, he was not a captain that time. He was just playing for them. I have seen him sprint, and the only person I can relate Virat Kohli sprint to is Flash, because he was here. Next minute, next second, he was there. That's how he quickly sprinted to the mid wicket. That's how it was. It takes practice. It takes great effort. Now, if you ask me who's fit, a movie star or Virat Kohli, I'm obviously going to say Virat Kohli because I look at him. And honestly, being in gym sales for such a long time, unless a person has been in the, on the sports side, I've never seen a general person or over a walk-in come and say, I want a physique or I want an endurance like Virat Kohli. Everybody have heard, okay, I want to look like that movie star. I want to look like this. But I've never heard somebody come and say, no, I want to sprint like Virat Kohli. I want to move like Virat Kohli. I want to be as fit as Virat Kohli or any sports player. I've only heard this from boys, young boys or girls who are playing cricket or are into sports. I've not heard this from the general population. This comparison that I'm making between athletes and movie stars, explain a little to the viewers.
Okay, so I would like the viewers to imagine what do they look at when they look at their lives, okay? How do they want fitness to fit into their life? Are they prepping for the next 6 months because life is going to end after the next 6 months? Just like an actor preps for his role for 6 months and it ends, right? So his preparation, his exercises, his regular diet, all of that gets changed. Or are they looking at life like a marathon? For example, I'm 34 and I'm going to live for probably another 50 years. So am I looking at a short-term 6-month difference or like 5 weeks, 5 kg loss? Am I looking at that? Or am I looking at the long term? Like I'm running a marathon here. I need to consistently lose weight to reach a healthy level and also have enough energy, enough stamina to probably be able to spend time with my family, go ahead with treks, go ahead with probably surfing or swimming whenever I feel like, and continue with doing my job with exceptional energy. What am I looking at? And if you're looking at the second part, guys, just like I am looking at, then you're looking at having athletic bodies, not a chiseled physique like what you see on screen. Because trust me, there is a lot of medicines and drugs which is going into those chiseled physiques, and it's not a healthy way. You are not in this fitness journey for the next 6 months. And what happens after 6 months? Can you just continue doing that extreme diet and put your body through all of these cocktail of drugs and medicines to keep achieving that? I don't think so, because your health is truly your wealth. So what you should be aiming for here is how to increase your strength, how to be able to jump higher, how to be able to go around running behind your kid all day long, how to be able to lift that water can that gets delivered in your house that needs two people to be lifted, okay? How to be able to go down, touch your feet and lift an object and not worry about back pain. That should be your aim, guys. You should be able to look forward to running your next, not marathon maybe, but the next 5K, or you should be able to run up the stairs when the lift is not working. That, in my view, is ultimate fitness. Living your life the way you want to without any excuses. And that comes at a price. Nothing, there are no shortcuts in life, everything comes at a price. So you need to put in the effort, you need to be consistent and put in your hard work to be able to achieve it.
It's like the on season and off season of sports players, correct, Dr. Mukherjee? It's something like
Correct,
that. On
correct.
season, off season. You know better. Why don't you explain it to the viewers?
Yeah, so I was actually going through one of my favorite stars, Max Verstappen's feed, IG feed, and then I got to know,
All the Hamilton eyes are going up now.
so what I found was, the crazy on-season and off-season training that they do. First of all, like I'm just taking the example of F1 drivers here. They have to go through tremendous training to keep within a body weight, to be extremely strong, because when they are driving, they are having about like 5 Gs to 10 Gs of force that they are going against. Their entire body needs to be very, very strong. If in case there is a sudden stop or a crash, to be able to take it physically. Other than that, on their off seasons, I mean, even our cricket god, Sachin Tendulkar, when he had an injury or when people have off seasons, they still go ahead with training. Even Olympic level athletes, they are constantly training 5 days a week. You know why? Because after 2 days of leaving that exercise, if they are not consistent enough, they will be losing what they have achieved. I have only seen athletes come up from like, when they were 13 or 12 years old, they started playing and then they never stopped. And that is what made them great. That is what gives them that figure. So you are not going to get that figure in 6 months. Nobody on the Indian cricket team reached there because they were like 6 months into the fitness industry and they wanted to get a chisel body. Okay. So that came with extreme effort and hard work. Even when Sachin Tendulkar was injured, he was still training his body. He was still running up and down. He was still training his lower body. He knew that he could not miss one day. That is the effect of consistent and hard work when we are looking at fitness. So if you are looking at an idol, look at Virat Kohli, who has like the best results on a yo-yo intermittent test. If you do not know what that is, in one of our talks, I had discussed
We have
that
spoken
sports
about that,
testing.
yes.
Yeah, and it is a great agility test. So improve your agility, improve your balance, improve your stamina. Don't look at these random body images and try to only look at aesthetics. Look at fitness lifelong.
As Dr. Mukherjee was talking, she spoke about the god of cricket. Now, somebody being a fan of Sachin Tendulkar, who's not the whole world, whole world is, he's the god of cricket. I remember this particular thing because when he went through his tennis shoulder injury, there was a point where people said, no, he's not coming back to cricket, though we all hoped he comes back. And I remember he saying, I've seen this in the documentary, I've seen that documentary a number of times, where he couldn't even whack the kids, the 12 years or 13 years who would bowl to him, he couldn't even whack them. He had to keep practicing, strengthening his, shoulder. But he did not give up his fitness. He kept running up and down the stairs. He does a staircase run, I remember. And he says, for one simple reason, I was doing that. The day my hand is okay, I don't want to be in an unfit position. I want to be in a fit position to start my game again. So that is the dedication he went with. Okay. So if the god of cricket is like that, then, we can understand how things should be. So it's a very positive message that Dr. Mukherjee has given out here. So Dr. Mukherjee, we have given, and I apologize for the internet issues. I think my Wi-Fi is down. I'm on 4G. So my whole thing is, you've given so much information today. Today, I think has been one of the most interesting talks we both have had since we've started. What's going to be a punchline?
My punchline is going to be that you cannot order a great body on Amazon Prime, guys. It does not have a 2 day delivery. You have to work hard, be consistent, and don't fall for clickbaits, okay, where they tell you can lose 2 kgs in one day or you can lose 5 kgs in 5 days. Please do not fall for tricks like that. I know that you are vulnerable. Get help, get experts to work with you. Don't fall trap into all of these things. Understand that consistency, effort, and hard work is going to make you stronger. If not today, then in the next few days. Because, we are looking at life like a marathon. We are not running a 100-meter race here.
That's well said. Now, guys, I am going to give out maybe not a punchline, a small learning. Now, a lot of people have seen I have transformed. Yes, I've come from 46 waist size. Now I've reached to 30. Touch wood. Okay, I have worked towards that. Okay, now understand one thing. It's not that I have stopped living life. It's not that I don't eat. If you guys think I'm not eating, oh, you guys are so mistaken. I don't like to put up my food picture, but I think the whole day would go off. Guys, I eat more than enough. You know, a lot of people say, where do you get the strength? Are you taking any thing to enhance your performance? I think the only thing I'm doing is eating good food, eating nourishes food, okay, and homemade outside. See, I'm a guy who loves biryani. I eat biryani thrice a week. As I said, there are three B's to my, life: beer, biryani, and barbecue. So, I don't give up this. Every Sunday has to be a, kebab session for me. So these things are there. Don't think that, I have given up. When I say I've given up sweets, yeah, I don't take sweets in that much, but understand there's some amount of sweet that goes into my body, especially after I've adopted Bruno. Every time he gets a biscuit, even I get a biscuit, and these biscuits are usually sweet ones. These are because he doesn't eat the bland ones. He refuses to eat them, so even I get one. So those small things are there. In portion control, what we've spoken about in the past, that is the main thing. You can eat what you feel like, enjoy all your meals, and still see results. That is how the pure thing works. So that is basically the message I would give out to the people today. So that would be the pure thing. It's not about going into a fat diet or something like that. It's a long process. It's been 2 years since I've been doing this. So obviously I can't be very, very strict diet for 2 years. There has to be some flexibility. So this is my message to you guys out there. I hope I'm right, Dr. Mukherjee.
Yes, yes, absolutely. You need to have a balance, but you need to know what is right for you. And for that, it is not, you should not be feeling ashamed to ask help. Even Pratik asked for help. I asked for help
Absolutely.
when I needed it. And we need to have the right information to be able to take the right decisions regarding our health.
As he said, professional help is very important. Understand, I have I have Gauri for nutrition, for my workouts, my endurance. Dr. Mukherjee is there. you know I have a village working with me, to be honest. Okay, I have somebody taking care of my nutrition, my mother. I keep putting up her pictures with the food. So there is, those things are taken care of. Okay, so that is why what I'm saying, you need a team. I don't know workout that well. I don't know which workouts suit me, which don't. They do. They tell me, I perform them. So it's like that. It is, basically the coaching that, your fitness gurus give. It should be like that. Okay. That is what you have to listen to them, and, you're on track. So see long lasting results. What is your fitness requirement? What is your fitness goal? Absolutely depends on you. It doesn't depend on your trainer. It doesn't depend on something, XYZ people say. It all depends on, what your goal is. So everything has to be framed according to that. So anyways, I think we should end it at this, Dr. Mukherjee. I think you've given a lot of information today, and I thank you for being a part of the Hustling Muscles show today again. Next week
Thank you
again we're
so
gonna have
much.
you, and I apologize for the technology glitch. Sometimes it goes out of hand.
No
So,
worries.
anyways, so thank you so much. And viewers, I hope you enjoyed this. I will try sourcing the video that we lost if I can upload it. No promises. Let me just see. I'm sure I'll be able to pull it out of my archive. Let me just see if that is possible, if I'm at least able to put up a link for you guys. And the second half of the video will obviously be put up because I will save this somehow. So, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this session. If you guys have enjoyed this session, do like it, do share it with your friends. I will be putting it up on YouTube also if I can get the whole thing. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And Dr. Mukherjee, thank you again for coming into the Hustling Muscles show. And guys, this is
Thank
Dr.
you.
Mukherjee and Hustling Muscles signing out of the Hustling Muscles show. Thank you again, Dr. Mukherjee. Take care. Have a great evening.
You too. Have a good evening. Bye.